AmericanaUK, Wild Ponies Happy Hour.
Woohoo!
Jaimee Harris.
It's been an amazing day. You've heard from Sarah Potenza, Kashana, Wild Ponies, and now Jaimee Harris. So excited to have you in our backyard.
Thanks for having me. This is nice to get out of the house and to put on real pants, which I honestly don't think I've done in 9 months.
Welcome, Jaimee Harris, in her real pants.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the pants in the shot.
That's a really good band name. Jaimee Harris and her real pants.
I love
it.
Awesome. Well, I'm happy to be here. Thanks, y'all. Wish we could be together in person, but this is great, and hopefully we're chatting right now, right? And hearing what everyone has to say. This is awesome. Thanks for having me in your backyard. Thanks for building a fire. I don't know if that's been discussed here today yet, but they built a beautiful fire, and it makes me feel like warm and fuzzy, honestly. Thank you.
Never thought I'd be this fun again. Well, I never would have thought it had you told me that we would come together quite like we have. Kinda reads like Kerouac, crossing country, then going back to New York to figure it out, back to the place I loved you right out loud. Someone, and I'm looking up at the sky, I'm looking all the time. Is that you circling around? When are you coming down? When will I see your face again? When will I get to have that skin I'm craving? Tried counting down the days, but our hearts couldn't take the pain. It ain't never been so hard living this way. When I finally get to you, babe, I'm gonna stay. Thanks y'all so much. Wow, applause. This is so crazy. This is so weird. What an awesome opportunity. Thank you. Speaking of awesome opportunities, I had the opportunity a couple years ago to be involved in this really cool event in South Louisiana in Lafayette, where they bring together songwriters from Nashville and from Texas, because it's co-sponsored by the Buddy Holly Foundation, which I think would make my grandmother really proud, because
my grandmother was one of the first female deacons in the Baptist church, and in her car it was only Christian music or Buddy Holly. She made an exception for Buddy Holly because she thought he was cute. So I think that would make my grandmother proud. And they bring in some artists from the UK as well as from Canada. And on the very last day, I got paired up with a great artist named Katrine Noel from an awesome band called like Hey Babies in Canada, and Dirk Powell. And we got into writing this song, and I kind of needed something that was like the devil, but wasn't exactly the devil. And Dirk, being a scholar of folk music from all over the world, if you are familiar with his music, and I'm embarrassed to say I wasn't either, he's been in Joan Baez's band for many years. He's playing a lot with Buddy Miller. And he told me that in traditional Irish music that they use this character, the fair and dark-haired lad, to represent alcoholism. And that's where this came from. So.
Shook the hand of the fair and dark-haired lad. Well, he crept through the boards, hid behind the door, but he ain't got a reason to hide no more. Took the seat at the table that my daddy once had, the fair and dark-haired lad. Stare. He took everything I ever had, the fair and dark-haired lad. Turned the engine over, rolled the windows down, left a note to tell them where I'm bound. I say goodbye, tip my hat to the fair and dark-haired lad. Thank you. I was just remembering as Doug and Talisha were talking about being there in London in the snow a couple years ago, and the incredible awards ceremony we had there, and I was very, very into Star Trek as a kid, and so we got to meet Patrick Stewart that night, which was a massive deal to me, not necessarily music related, but that was really cool. And I remember it being pretty wild singing "This Land Is Your Land" on stage with everyone. How cool that song is just, we can be in
countries where people don't even speak English and they know this land is your land. It's kind of an amazing thing. Well, a few years ago, I got asked to sing "This Land Is Your Land" or part of "This Land Is Your Land" for a 4th of July event, and the songwriter that was hosting it asked me which verse I wanted, and I said, "Oh, I want the verse with the steeple, which is in the shadow of the steeple I saw my people. By the relief office I saw my people. They stood there hungry, and so I stood there asking, was this land made for you and me?" And the songwriter said to me, "Yeah, I always thought Woody got it wrong with that verse." And I thought about it, and I was like, well, that's interesting, because where I grew up, there's a seminary on the east side of the highway that casts a shadow, literally, over the relief office. And so I thought about that, and this is what happened, I guess.
Everybody said I would. The day I turned 16, I got that job. I couldn't wait to buy a car, to save enough, leave this town for good. She'd be the first in her family, so I stayed behind. Thought she could get a scholarship to college, become a nurse, travel the world, but all that took a back seat when we saw those double lights. It's a boomerang town. Julie got a GED and a job of 35. The only joint in town that's open all night. The diner next to the seminary. She serves the truckers, the troubadours, the punks, the college kids who trash their booze, all stoned and drunk, who always pay but never tip with daddy's money. Julie and I come from similar brick to anger's fist to skin. They all live and die here. That won't be us, I swore to her. I promise you will see the world. I just don't know when. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang town. You think you're soaring, you think you're flying, too young to know there's no use trying. You spin in circles, round and round, in this boomerang town. It's a boomerang town. After her shift, she lights a smoke up on the bridge. Under the billboard, painted Jesus lives. Julie steps over the rail, thinks about salvation. The sun arrives and collides with the steeple, cast a shadow over God's most desperate people. Julie takes it as a sign. Let's go and starts flying. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang town. It feels like soaring, it feels like flying. Now I know it's only dying. You spin in circles, round and round, in this boomerang town.
All right, thank you guys so much. This has been really fun. Have a great rest of your Americana Festival, Americana UK Festival. I'll leave you with this song I wrote with my good friend Graham Weber.
Love is gonna come again. Maybe when you're not quite looking. Maybe tonight, my friend. Maybe when you're driving, love will call and you will fall into a place you never thought you could fit in. Love is gonna come again. I know you don't believe me yet. Stuck inside your head, wondering what you could have said. In that bed, love will find you and remind you of the things you thought you'd give up feeling. Love is gonna come again. I know it hurts like hell right now, and only you its way to you. Maybe it'll come with the morning dew, right where those flowers grew and butterflies flew.